Red, ladies in red, ladies in red, ladies in red. Discuss the latest news, just fans giving their views. This channel is red. They see the bar and raise it, plus they rep for the ladies. Trust it's red. Female voices in football. Red. If you want to talk up, it's a red channel for me and you. Subscribe and tune into the ladies in red.
Hi guys, and welcome to Ladies in Red. I hope you are all doing well. I hope you've had a good start to the week. Personally, I'm back at work. You see my tired eyes right now. It was a shock getting up early this morning. Life of a teacher. Back in work after a few weeks off, but it's been a great break. And United are playing, so that put me in a bit of a better mindset going into work today, knowing that I'm watching United tonight. And I tweeted it, to be fair, the other day. It's been a while since I've had the feeling that actually I look forward to seeing us play. We've dreaded it for so long. I'm not fully there yet. I'm not going to lie. I'm still anxious when I'm watching us, but I actually look forward to our games. So, yeah, I'm excited that we're playing. We've got Bournemouth. A lot of people are saying this should be an easy win. I'm not going to go into it too confident. We can't be complacent against anybody that we play. But if we turn up, I do believe that this could be a positive game for us tonight, positive result. Hopefully get a few goals as well would be nice. But I do reiterate, we need to be at it. We cannot take any team lightly. And look. We already know whenever somebody's playing against United, whenever they come to Old Trafford, they step up. It'd be no different with Bournemouth tonight, and that's why we need to bring our A game. I mean, if we can score an early goal or two and shut them up early, I think that'll be the best way to do it. But yeah, it's one of them where I'm looking forward to seeing us play, but at the same time, I'm anxious when I'm watching us. That's how I feel at the moment. Hello to Gaz, you wee legend. Thank you, I appreciate it. I hope you're doing good. Gaz said we should win it easily, and Glazer's out. Of course, Glazer's out. And hello, Lawbreaker. I hope you're doing good. Hello to Ashid as well. Long time no speak. I hope you're doing good. Happy New Year to you, and I hope you had a good Christmas as well. T-shirt suits me. Thank you. It's my first time wearing it. This was a present from my mum for Christmas. It's my first time wearing it. I was kind of hoping I'd be wearing it in a World Cup winning year. Unfortunately, I'm not. But yeah, I do like this shirt, to be fair. So thank you. I appreciate that. Good evening to Doug as well. Hello to you, Doug. I hope you're doing well. Hope work's gone okay for you. I'm guessing you're back in work now as well. I appreciate the Harry Potter memes that you keep WhatsApping me. Always make me laugh. And Niall says, hello, Soph. I want to say Happy New Year to your family and friends and your loved ones, ladies in red. Thank you, Niall, and Happy New Year to yourself and all your family as well. Wishing you all the best, and to everybody who's tuning in, I wish you all the best. As always, sending positive vibes and love to you all. Happy New Year. There's a lot of Happy New Year's going on. Hello to Shivan. Hello to you. Gaz said, I think we'll win 3-0. I'll give you my prediction in a minute, and obviously I'm going to go through the lineup as well. So I actually jotted down a lineup yesterday when I did a little show yesterday, but now it's changed a bit because I'm hearing that Maguire's going to start. I didn't have Maguire down to start, but apparently Maguire is going to start. Roundabout or Island, I'm saying nothing. You already know my thoughts on it. Actually, in the chat, is it a roundabout or is it an island? Let me know. I'll be intrigued to see what the ratio is there and what people are saying. And Curler said, Happy New Year, all United back tonight. Hopefully another 3 points. Fingers crossed, Curlers. That would be nice, wouldn't it? Hopefully a positive performance and plenty of goals as well. That'd be nice. Because if there's anything that we need to improve at the moment, it is definitely our goal scoring ratio, isn't it? Like we don't score enough goals. We create the chances, but we don't score enough goals, and that's something that we need to sort. So down to brass tacks. I remember when 13 years ago when I said I wanted Felix, and now it looks possible. Fingers crossed. Said Acid. So Acid, are you? So you're on the front that actually you'd like Felix at United, and in the chat as well, let me know, how would you guys feel about United getting Joe Felix? How would you feel about that? An island is a body surrounded by water. It's also a little round thing in the middle of the road as well, though. And Alex, Happy New Year to you. Thank you for tuning in, and obviously sending the best to you and your loved ones. And it says a roundabout. So yeah, look, I know I'm a yum yum, and I know that my terms are a bit different. I remember we had Nicole on, and that was an interesting show, wasn't it? Because she's obviously Mank, and I'm a yum yum. So some of the things that we like a balm or a carb, or yeah, we had quite a few. I know Acid would be with me actually. Acid is quite local to me, I believe. So you might be with me on some of those views as well. Curly said, I would like Felix at United, but will we spend the cash? I don't think we will spend it. I don't think we will spend that cash. I've read today that we're interested in a loan for Giroud. To be fair, I know a lot of people will probably straight away be like, oh, Giroud. But for me, Giroud's a very underrated player. I think he's a goal scorer, as he's proved many times. And if it's a short-term fix until obviously we get new owners and then we can maybe get a more high-profile signing in, obviously in the summer, then I kind of think that makes sense. It'd be less money than a Joe Felix kind of deal. So I'm not sticking my nose up too much at that. Like I say, it is rumours. I'm not believing it's going to happen for a second, but it's just one of those names that I didn't actually think of. My missus is a yam yam, and she says roundabout, says acid. I see Felix going to Arsenal, and if he does, so does the title. Yeah, I see him going to Arsenal as well. Obviously, with Jesus being injured for so long as well, I can see that happening. In terms of the title, it's looking like the stars are aligning for Arsenal at the minute. Obviously, City dropping points yet again. It is looking like it could possibly be their year unless there's a massive collapse between now and the end of the season. I hate saying that. But at the same time, obviously we've had two teams competing for it for a long time now. It would be a bit refreshing to see other teams competing. Obviously, if the games go the right way and we take our chances, we could also be up in second. I'm not saying we're title contenders or anything like that, but I'm just saying like that top four is very, very tight at the minute. And from game to game, it's changing dramatically, isn't it? And that's what I'm saying. We can't be complacent and think we're already there when we're not. We need to take it very seriously today and take our chances 100%. Doug isn't back until Friday, so he's been in his pyjamas all day late. I'm so jealous. Honestly, last night, I don't even know why, because I'm not anxious about work and I enjoy work, but that anxiety of going back to work yesterday, I could not sleep. Hence the tired eyes today. Like literally, I normally get up at 6:15 for work, then 6:30 if I'm having a lie-in. And yesterday, like I don't know what it was, I was lying there, I could not sleep, and I remember checking my clock, and it's 4:50 in the morning, and I still hadn't been to sleep. And then obviously I'm up for work, so I've managed to get through today. I've managed to function to get through today, but I am feeling like a bit of a zombie. I can't lie. I remember talking to you on the United stand the day before he went to Benfica, saying he was the number one choice we should get. Are you talking about Felix? What are we talking about? Are we talking about Felix? You would have to take Felix on loan to buy at this point. Yeah, but am I right in saying that it would be a loan deal with an extortionate fee, but there isn't actually an option to buy at the end of it? I don't think at this point in time anyway. I mean, if we can negotiate it so there is, then that would make that deal make more sense to me. If it's not a buy at the end of it, then yeah, it's a lot of money for a short-term loan. And a big game tonight for them. 3 points against Newcastle, and that speaks volumes. Massive game tonight for them. I'm intrigued to see what happens in that one. Obviously, United are on, so if anyone knows anywhere I can watch it, please help me out. But yeah, that Newcastle Arsenal game is a big game. Newcastle obviously up there as well. You'd say those two are the most consistent teams at the moment. So it's going to be a really interesting one. And 21 million loan fee, according to David Ornstein. That's a lot of money, isn't it, for us? What, 6-month loan deal? That is a lot of money. He's a good player, and like I said, I'd like to see him at United, but I do think that kind of money right now with the situation we're in as a club, and obviously the potential new owners, I can't see us spending that kind of money on a loan deal. I just can't. It doesn't really add up, does it? But at the same time, we're not going to. Hopefully not going to let this pass us by. We do need to get an attacker. I mean, Ten Hag has been very open about it, and it's about who's available at the right time in January. There's not many available, so yeah, we'll see. I can't believe Arsenal could win the league before us, but rather than City doing it 3 in a row, all the Scousers getting another. Exactly, like in a way, it's refreshing to see another team, but I never want to see Arsenal or City or Liverpool winning the league, of course. But you know what I mean when I say that. It's not extortionate. United wanting more for Jesse Lingard to go to Newcastle. I'll drop you a link on Instagram for the match later. I appreciate that, Acid, massively. And Curtis said, I have a link for a few places for street. Please send them across to me, guys. Honestly, I'd appreciate that so much, because I spend half my time searching and it ends up going off. And then, yeah, well, you all know it's so frustrating, isn't it? And 21 million also covers his wages as well. I'm not sure we're signing anyone, even on loan. Hope I'm Long's lawbreaker. There is a lot of uncertainty, obviously, with what's going on as well. With the owners and whether we're actually going to spend money or not. That's the big question mark, isn't it, right now? And it's one of them. Do we just kind of make do until the end of the season and then get a potentially world-class signing, a landmark signing, if you like, under the new owners? Or do we get someone now who just sees us through? Yeah, we'll see what happens. And Big David Orstein is always in the know when it comes to wheeling and dealing. He is, for sure. And can United get top 4? We can. We can get top 4, 100%. We can get top 4, but there's obviously other teams in and around us who can also get top 4. For me, the team who's going to get top 4 are the team who are most consistent between now and the end of the season. For us to be that consistent team, we definitely need to be more clinical. We need to put our chances away, as we've already mentioned there. We create the chances, which is great, but we're not clinical enough. We should have scored more goals than we have scored already this season. So that's where that question mark over an attacker comes in. Obviously, Rashford's on fire, but can we rely on Rashford? Can we rely on Martial towards the end of the season? No. We need someone else coming in as well, something a bit different. And I think if we do make a signing in January, it might me feel even more confident on that top 4. But of course we can get it. But as I've mentioned, there's a lot of other teams, who can get it as well. And I think keeping players fit is a big part of that. And big up to Starlord, big up yourself. Happy New Year to you. Thank you for tuning in. Shivan said a good thing the game was on TV for me. Oh, please don't. Curlers, My Twitter is Soph Richo. I'll tell you what, I'll put it in the chat right now for you. That's my Twitter handle, Soph Richo. If you could send them to me, I'd appreciate that so much. Thank you. And Mitrovic short term, I really rate Mitrovic. And to be fair, I had question marks over him before this season. I remember saying, oh yeah, he's a championship striker. He can do it in the championship. Whenever he's at the Premier League, he hasn't really cut it. But to be fair, he's proved his worth this season, and I'll take my hat off to him. I think he's been outstanding, a real focal point for Fulham, and definitely a goal scorer. So yeah, I don't think it'll happen. It's way too important to Fulham, but yeah, he's a good player nonetheless. And hello to Troy, big up to yourself. I hope you're doing well, and a happy new year to you as well. Would anyone on here just give McNeil a chance for the second half of the season? It's a good shout. Obviously, Ten Hag is now overseeing, I believe, the reserves, isn't he? So he'll obviously have a closer look at certain players in the youth system as well, and it'd be interesting to see if he does make do with some of them. Do I think Arsenal win the league? Actually, I can't see them crumbling so badly. I think City dropping points the other day again. I do think this game tonight is massive. I think this could be potentially a game changer, if you like, in terms of the league. If Newcastle beat Arsenal tonight, I think it's interesting to see how they bounce back from that. Obviously, we're the only team to beat them this season, so it'd be nice for someone else to chip in with that as well. But I do think they can win the league. Will they win the league? It's looking that way at the moment. I can't see a massive crumble from them. I hope I'm wrong. But then again, I don't hope. The only other team I want to see winning it is United, because I think it would be nice to see someone different winning the league this season, even though it hurts to see Arsenal at the top of the table right now, and their fans are going to be unbearable, by the way. I will add that in there. And why did we spend so much on Anthony this summer? We could have actually used that money for Felix. We did spend a lot of money, and we said it at the time, it's a lot of money, but he wanted to come. I'm not writing Anthony off. I think the last few games he has been a bit predictable. He hasn't been at his best, but he has just come back from the World Cup. I'm not writing him off just yet. I do like Anthony, and I think he does have that special moment in him, but he just needs to mix his game up a little bit. I think far too often he cuts in on that left-hand side. I want to see him go on the outside a little bit more. He's fast enough to do that. We've seen him do it a few times before the World Cup break, so I want to see more of that Anthony. But I'm not writing him off just yet. He's a lot of money, but I'm not blaming the player for that. Yeah, I also heard that as well about Colin Moani from Frankfurt. To be fair, I'm not going to act like an expert. I saw him in the World Cup and I thought he looked good. And I definitely think he would add to our front line. But I can't see that deal happening. Hello, Thuram is another one that we've been linked in as well. I can't help but think that we've just been linked with players who stood out a bit at the World Cup. Yeah. And Acid, thank you so much. I appreciate that. I'll definitely check that out. I want to sign him, but not of a wide forward. Exactly. I want it to be the right signing, and I agree with that. I want it to be a right signing, and not someone who is just another attacker, a generic attacker. We need players who are fit for purpose, and I do think Ten Hag will do that. I think he's looking for a specific type of player. I mean, we saw it all the time chasing Frankie de Jong, didn't we? And his name has been mentioned again, but I'm not going to dwell on that one. But yeah, I think we do need that specific striker. Could send you a high def stream, but you need VLC Media Player running on your PC for it to work. I guess I could get that. Can you get VLC on Mac? Can you get it? Eddie Howe's doing a fantastic job, 100%, and they haven't really even started yet in terms of their rebuild, Newcastle. So, yeah. I would like Newcastle to win tonight because I think it makes it for the league a lot more entertaining, a lot closer. And it's just nice to see Arsenal lose, to be fair. So, yeah, I would like to see Newcastle win tonight. And Arteta deserves a statue if they win it. He's doing a great job. He is doing a great job. Moani is my pick. Been saying for a few weeks now. The kid is quality. I like him, but I just can't see that deal happening. I hope I'm wrong. But I do like him. I think he's a very good player. And if it's not Felix, I'd rather wait until the summer and go all out for Vlahovic. Yeah, again, that proper striker. I've heard today that Dubai we could get a cut price deal because he's only got a few months left of his contract to Barcelona, so we could get him from potentially cheaper. But do we go back in from Memphis, or has he already had his time at United and that's that? Do you know what I mean? So, yeah, we shall see. Time will tell on this one. If we do sign a striker, I'll feel more confident about that top four. If we don't, then we're relying on certain players who in the past have proved inconsistent, and let's just hope that Ten Hag can produce a bit of magic and get these players firing on all fronts. I guess that's all I would say on that. But tonight we've got Bournemouth, a team that a lot of people are predicting that we're going to batter, basically. I'm not going into it too complacent like that. I do think we should win if we're at our best. In terms of the lineup, I'm hearing that Maguire's coming in. I didn't have that on my first prediction, so I'm going to alter it slightly. So I've gone for De Gea in goal. Wan-Bissaka for me keeps his place. Varane, Maguire, Luke Shaw moving it to left back. Casemiro, Eriksen, Bruno, Anthony, Martial centrally, and Rashford out wide. So that would be my prediction. So not many changes from obviously the recent game, but apparently Maguire is starting, so I'm going to put him in there. I actually thought Martinez would come straight back in, but maybe not. Maybe I don't know. I thought Maguire would more play in the Everton game, to be fair, on Friday. But the rumours are he starts tonight. So is it going to be Varane and him, or is it going to be Martinez and him? I guess it could be Martinez. But yeah, Harry is back. Curtis said 2-0, we won't hammer them, but we should win. Would remind you that Dirty Harry is back. Happy New Year to you, Stumpy, as well. All the best. Thank you for tuning in. And Memphis ain't got the mentality that we need killers up top. I think Memphis is a good player, but yeah, I'm not too sold on that, to be fair. And thank you, guys. Please do hit the likes, guys. I'd appreciate that. Have I tried Amazon Prime for the game so far? They're showing it. They're not showing it. Unfortunately, it's not being shown. The only game that is on, I believe, is Newcastle Arsenal. And I can understand why, obviously, first, second, and first, second, third. No, first, third. But I do think that it's just doing my head in. How in England you just can't watch the games, especially like 3:00 kickoffs and stuff like that. It just annoys the hell out of me. You can go to Florida and I can watch any game at 3:00 on normal TV, but in England you just can't. It's just so annoying. De Gea, Wan-Bissaka, Maguire, Martinez, Shaw, Eriksen, Casemiro, Anthony, Bruno, Rashford, Martial. That is your starting 11. Not much different from mine. Obviously, you've gone for Martinez and Maguire, which could very well happen. In terms of my score prediction, I am actually feeling confident. I was super confident on a clean sheet, but Harry Maguire is there. No, I'm not going to say that. 3-0 to United. I'm going to go confident. 3-0 to United. I think if we can get an early goal, the better. I feel like last few games you've created a lot of chances, and it's almost been waiting for us to stick a few past the team, and we kind of haven't gone for it. We haven't gone for the juggler, so I'm hoping that today we do that and we are clinical and we are confident going forwards. So I'm going to say 3-0. Who's going to score? I'm going to say Rashford will keep up his form. Would love to see Casemiro getting a goal, to be honest with you. I would love that just because I love the guy. And Martial. Let's go for Martial. So yeah, Rashford, Casemiro, Martial. A bit of a random prediction with Casemiro, but I just love him and I just love to see him get a goal, to be fair. Haven't saw a United game and avoided social media since Christmas Day. Spent time with extended family until today. Just been checking the table and results. How have we been doing with performances? Says James. James, thank you for tuning in. I hope you had a lovely Christmas with your family. We've been playing well. I'd say we've been playing well. Wolves was a tough test, as it always is, and it's a game that we potentially would have lost in previous seasons or drawn. But Rashford came on and he made the difference, to be fair. And Rashford at the minute is on fire. I think that's how I'd sum it up. Rashford is on fire. We're creating the chances. We just need to be a bit more clinical. De Gea, Wan-Bissaka, Varane, Maguire, Shaw, Casemiro, Fred, Eriksen, Garnacho to start. Interesting. Rashford and Martial. So you think Anthony will get dropped? I don't think Anthony could complain at that, to be fair, if that did happen. I just more see Garnacho playing in the Everton game, but we shall see. Rashback says Star-Lord. I'm loving seeing Rashford smiling again, and yeah, he just seems to have a different aura about him at the moment, a lot more positive. We need his goal scoring to continue 100%. We need Partial to chip in with a few, don't we? And we need to distribute those goals a little bit, but hopefully we do sign reinforcements in terms of going forwards. That would be nice. Assie's gone for a 3-0 prediction as well. And Star-Lord's gone for 2. So Rashford, Bruno and Martial to get 2. Yeah, fingers crossed we are right. Fingers crossed that we do score some goals. Keep a clean sheet would be lovely, wouldn't it? But most importantly, we want to be entertained as fans. Hopefully we put in a performance to be proud of and we can be still smiling afterwards. That's what I'm hoping for anyway. But guys, thank you so much for joining me on the stream. Happy New Year to everybody. I promise we're going to be more regular content on Ladies in Red and on ECL in this new year. And yeah, please hit a like on the video, share it obviously, so people can come over and share some love. Hit a like on it, hit a comment underneath if I've missed you in the chat. I think I've got through everyone, but if I have missed it, I've seen Doug asking about Elanga. I actually believe there probably is some truth in it, and I think that we should do that deal. I think a loan for Elanga would be good. I think in the Premier League as well. I think Elanga's one of the players where in spells he looks good, but he's still very raw. And I think a Premier League loan somewhere like Everton would be good for him. So I hope there's some truth in it, Doug, but I'm not too sure. Alex has gone for a 5-0. I would be well satisfied with that. And Anthony off the ball and defensive duties are top tier. Yeah, he does work hard. He's up and down, and he does work hard. I'd agree with that, Star-Lord. And I said, I hope so, Doug. He needs to get out United for a while about Elanga there. Star-Lord, thank you. Thank you, Shivan, as well. And a Rashford hat-trick, says Andy. That would be lovely as well. But guys, thank you so much for joining me on the stream. I appreciate it. Sending love to you all. And I'll be live again, probably tomorrow, to be fair, to recap tonight's game. Hopefully smiling and give a little preview for Everton as well. So until next time, guys, look after yourself. Stay positive. Come on, United. And I'll see you all soon. Cheers.